Hello! I just lost my train of thought. Welcome to my very first ever YouTube channel. As you can see from the title, and for the fact that this is my first ever YouTube video, I am starting a book channel. So I thought I would start this by doing the BOOKTUBE newbie tag. I've got some questions, got my notes, and I'm just gonna dive right in. First question is, why did you start this channel? Well, I love books, and it seems that nobody in my life is quite as excited as I am when I have book news. I want to be able to have a place where I can go and, you know, share my excitement. I just want to have a place where I can be excited and have people be excited with me about just awesome books. Question 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to BOOKTUBE? That's a loaded question. And I don't know. I guess I'm just here to, you know, have some fun. Talk about books. Talk about good books. Talk about shitty books. And maybe, possibly, some of my thoughts and opinions and ideas are different than the ones already here on BOOKTUBE. And we'll see, you know? Who knows where this channel will go? Who knows where this channel will go? Or what it can morph into. So, unsure, TBD, stay tuned, and you'll see. Question 3, what are you most excited for about this new channel? What I'm most excited for is getting people's book recommendations. You know, there's just there's so many books in the world. There's just so many, and there's so many authors, and there's so many books that you'll never hear of until someone recommends them to you. And so that's something I'm looking forward to, is being able to get recommendations from the people, you know, from people watching my videos, from other booktubers, from like just random people. I'm excited because I feel like I'm at the precipice of my book knowledge and my book world just like doors wide open. So I'm really excited about that. I'm also excited to meet people. I just feel like, kind of on the same note, life can change when you have the opportunity to expand your circle and meet new people that have similar interests to you. You know? Question 4, why do you love reading? I love reading because books offer you the opportunity to go anywhere, you know? You wanna go into a magical realm? Boom, pick up a book. You wanna go into the 18th century? Boom, pick up a book. You wanna go in the future? Boom, pick up a book. And it's just that easy. Books just offer you the opportunity to dive into another world, another realm. And that's awesome. That's so exciting. So for me, throughout my life, books have been there to make me feel better when I'm sad, make me swoon when I'm single, make me laugh when I'm angry, and make me think deeper about subjects that I may never have thought about without reading a book. So that's why I love reading personally. Question 5, what book or series got you into reading? It was Twilight. It was definitely definitely Twilight. I'm from Washington State. I was that girl being like, Mom, let's go to Forks. It's just a 3-hour drive. Question 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I think that I would ask any YouTuber, any booktuber, how they deal with everything that comes along with social media. It's scary. Social media is absolutely terrifying, and it's so hard to... It's just so hard. Social media is just absolutely terrifying because everyone compares you to everybody else. You're always comparing yourself and looking and dissecting all of your photos, whether it be of you or of just something you took. And so it's petrifying going on social media and to even have just like a few followers and have even that sort of a platform. How do you deal with that? Question 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Easy. My anxiety. Next question. Question 8. When did you start reading? I started reading really young, early middle school. My parents would just leave me at Barnes & Nobles or Borders, get their hot cocoa with the shreddings with chocolate and white chocolate and the stick of chocolate. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. And I just go and sit in a corner and read a book. So I've been reading for a long time, but I will say that in college and probably later in high school, I definitely stepped away from books. I think it had something to do with the fact that I had so much assigned reading. It was like my rebellion from books. But thankfully found my way back, dedicated my time, and now it's one of the things that brings me the most joy. Again. Question 9. Where do you read? Interesting question. Thanks for asking. I read everywhere. I have a hard time, I guess, reading in the car. Kind of bumpy, but I still do it. I read at the dining room table. I read outside. I read on the floor, in a chair. I'm trying to find something that rhymes and I can't think of anything. I guess one place that I don't read, or I try not to, is in my bed at night. You know, leaning up against your pillows. You could go to sleep, you could read. I don't like doing that personally because I try not to connect the act of reading with the act of going to sleep. So try to separate them. If I do want to read at night in my room, in my bed, I usually will just like be on my tummy reading like this. You get it? Like, stomach, bed, book. There we go. And finally, the last question. What kind of books do you like to read? I love to read historical fiction novels. They are my favorite. If there's some romance in that historical fiction, that's icing on the cake. I love a good rom-com, you know, makes me feel all giddy and happy and cute. I'm reading one right now and I'm just like thinking about it. So cute. I love reading memoirs. I've been really getting into those lately, which I didn't before. And a well-written, engaging memoir is crazy because I actually will have to actively remind myself that this is not fiction. This is someone's life. This is what someone has gone through. Man, whew, getting out of breath just thinking about it. It's crazy. So those are what I read a lot of. I kind of just like, I like fiction in general. I want to start reading more thrillers and fantasy, I guess. Well, not I guess, I know. I'd like to start reading more fantasy and thrillers because the ones I have read, I've really liked. And I don't know, maybe it's because I think a lot of fantasy novels are thick. They're thick. And that's kind of scary for me because all I have is just so many books that I want to read. But so that's something that I really want to be actively trying to remember and actively making the time and the space to read more of those novels. That was the last one. That was the last question. Feel free to ask me more in the comments below. I will look at them and try to do my best to respond. And thanks if you stayed this long to listen, because that's awesome. I can't wait to put out more videos, and I hope that you will enjoy them as much as I will enjoy making them. Feel free to subscribe, like this video, comment, share it, and I'll see you next time.